Wetlands. Nature's delicate ecosystems are under siege. The invaders are not armies, but plants, fish, and other species that don't belong here. These invasive species threaten to upend the balance of wetlands, leading to a battle of dominance that could have dire consequences for biodiversity, economy, and human well being. However, not all non native species pose a threat. Alien species are those introduced outside their native range, while naturalized species are those that sustain populations without human help, often for many years. However, it's the invasive alien species that brings in the real danger. These species spread rapidly, threatening local ecosystems and causing serious harm to biodiversity and human livelihoods. One of the most notorious invaders is the water hyacinth, a plant native to South America that has now spread worldwide, disrupting wetlands from Africa to Asia. In India, wetlands like Deepurbil are heavily infested with water hyacinth, causing siltation and degrading water quality. In West Bengal, dense mats of water hyacinth cause crop loss by suppressing rice growth, inhibiting germination, and interfering with harvesting, while also tangling boat propellers and hampering fishing activities. Invasive fish species are another major threat. The sucker-mouth armored catfish, for example, is now widespread in India and has been linked to a decline in native fish population. Known to alter freshwater systems, these fish consumes native algae and eggs, outcompeting indigenous species and leading to local extinctions. Its strong fins have even injured piscivorous birds. In Kerala's Thiruvananthapuram, population of this catfish have grown so dense that they impact the availability of physical cover and food for other aquatic species, disrupting the entire food web. Other invaders like African catfish and tilapia in Vembanad Lake also compete aggressively for food and habitat, threatening the livelihood of local fishing communities. The spread of invasive species is a global issue. Damage caused from biological invasions and natural hazards are of similar magnitude, with global invasion costs increasing by over 700% from 1980s to 2019. In wetlands, these impacts are especially severe, as these ecosystems are sensitive to changes in water quality and biodiversity. Human activities are the primary drivers behind these invasions. Commercial aquaculture, aquarium trade, and ballast water discharge have introduced non-native species which often thrive without any natural predators in their new environment. Some alien species are used for agriculture or commercial purpose despite the risks to native ecosystems. Strong policies and regulations are critical to limiting these impacts. Invasive plants and fish are just the beginning. Animals and insects can be equally destructive. The cane toad, introduced to Australia to control agricultural pests, has devastated native species by poisoning predators that attempt to kill it. Meanwhile, the apple snail in Southeast Asia consumes large amount of aquatic vegetation, further degrading the wetlands. Controlling invasive species once they have taken root is a monumental challenge. Physical removal such as manual extracting of water hyacinth is labor-intensive and offers only temporary relief. Biological control, which often involves introducing natural predators or diseases, carries its own risk. Effective management requires coordinated policies and preventive measures such as national databases to monitor invasive species and research to close knowledge gaps. The battle against invasive species in wetlands is ongoing, and the stakes are very high. Protecting these vital ecosystems from invaders is about conserving biodiversity and preserving the ecosystem services that millions of people rely on. The fight is challenging, but it's a fight we can't afford to lose.